Hey guys, hey, hey guys, hey guys, they look great, they feel nice. At my shop, hey guys, what's up? Hey guys, for that weird friend you got, all these things behind you. Behind me, actually. I hope they're not behind you, they could be. Did you buy it already? Hey guys, what's up? We got canvas prints, we got stickers, all sorts of stuff to make yourself and your friends laugh, and your family. Make everybody laugh. Please laugh. They feel nice. I painted a fluffy astronaut in training. Bad kid, get down. I painted a space cat on his first mission. He'll be fine. I painted a cat enjoying the view. Those astronauts are in trouble. I painted an epic space battle. Get it? Get it, kitty? I painted a curious traveler. Does it go this way? I painted a majestic space scene. What is he doing?
But if you look deeper, you'll start to realize that it's actually an analogy for your subconscious. The startled, helpless cat represents the apprehensive aspect of your personality as the calm, rational, and securely fastened in, logical center of your mind attempts to provide guidance in the right direction. Are you even paying attention?
Hey guys, I got a lot of new stuff. There's nothing quite like the gift of laughter. Anyway, I have too much crap. Just get him something weird. You don't need to stress about it. Hey guys, we got some, I got so much new stuff for y'all. Yo! Oops, I did the wrong thing. Hold on. Crap. Well, 3 streams, no hiccups. Until now. There's too many things to set up these days. You add one thing, you add another thing, and then you forget to do, you gotta turn this on, you gotta turn that on. Oh, I didn't turn that on. It's okay, we'll get it fixed. Man. Running a stream is like being an astronaut, I bet, with all of the complications. If we got to the moon, I should be able to run my stream without technical difficulties. We did it in the 60s with like a tiny calculator or something, right? As they said, as the legend goes. Okay. It's working. There we go. What's up, kids? It's another day in the Dangler verse. You know, that's one of the different multiverses where there's me in it, you know? So, congratulations for being in that one. Is there infinite multiverses with me in it? Who knows? It could be the only one. Let me find this. All right. We're back on the moon today. Or off the moon, depending on your perspective, I suppose. I guess we're on the edge. Oh, you bet you didn't know the moon had an edge. Now you do. It's unknown fact, little known fact. You know? At least today we don't have to mix our paints. That's good news. No one likes that. Pain. We're all set with our paints here. All mixed and juicy for some moon magic and alliteration. Got our paint juice here. It's important. Hope you're having a good evening or morning, wherever you're at. Guess it could also be the middle of the night. If you're some sort of degenerate and you're like, man, I can't get to sleep. Let me watch some guy ramble incoherently while he paints the moon. Just what the doctor ordered, maybe, for you. Well, good luck. Good luck with that. I'll do my best for you. No promises. Let's see, where did we leave off here? Why did I move all this shit? What did I do? Okay. We're in this center area, I think. I need to assess. Is that too dark? Maybe I should put in some stuff. All right, I don't know what to do. I know what to do. Don't worry. Paint on the brush already from yesterday. It's white. Need to put in our white. You gotta find some areas where you can test your colors, you know? Because you don't know if they're correct unless they got friends next to them. And you can say, oh, it's actually, compared to this guy, needs to be different. So, let's do that, shall we? So this thing here is like, there's like an edge. It's quite bright. Paint this edge here. That is a bright edge, that's for sure. But now I can tell better what how the background's looking. Interesting. Interesting. Decisive, okay. Over here, perhaps. I think some of the stuff behind the leg is too dark. That is my assessment. I think it's too dark. Better.
waiting for the sun. Waiting for the sun. Waiting for the sun. Waiting for the sun. Waiting for the sun to go down, to go down, to go down, to go down. Waiting for the sun. Waiting for the sun. Waiting for the sun.
This foot. This foot sucks. You dang foot. What's wrong with it? Where'd I go? Hold, please. Technical difficulties. Hey, we're back. My camera crashed. Oops. It tends to overheat. So I bought these little tiny little fans. And I forgot to turn them on. That's a user error right there. Oopsies. So the camera shut itself off. It's like, I'm sick of this. They made me in Canada. I can't take this southern weather. I got you, camera. It's okay. But we're back. I wonder if my audio is synced. Is my audio synced? I don't know. We'll find out. Find out later. How is this going? This darn foot. Pain in the foot. That's what it is. Are you painting? Life is like a canvas. Every day, a new stroke is placed. And then the next day, more strokes. Really, it's just strokes. You know? The question becomes, how do you stroke your canvas? Will you stroke it hard? Or will you use gentle, deliberate strokes? To get the best painting out of it. You know what I mean? About paintings specifically and only. You're gonna hate me for this, but shadows on the moon are perfectly black sharp lines. Banned! Let's ban him. Get him out of chat. What are you talking about? Show me which one of these are not perfectly. Well, so they're look. There's not necessarily any like fucking fuzzy shadows here. I'm not sure what you're interpreting as fuzzy shadows. Cause like it looks soft maybe, but that's just because it's like blurry, you know? So if you had a bunch of sharp shadows in a close together and then you made it blurry, it would look fuzzy. There's no blending on moon shadows. There are no blending on moon shadows, I'm sure, if you get up real close. But optically, from a distance, your eye will, you know, it's soft looking. I know you're right, because it's the sun and there's no atmosphere for it to diffuse. In a painting context, it would look bad. That's what I'm saying. If I were to paint it sharp, it would look not good. And people would just be like, it doesn't look good. You must be a bad painter. But I think what I said still I think is valid. Like I'm not necessarily representing like soft shadows, I don't think. There are some crisp ones. Just because I didn't blend them, I didn't do a good job. Unless you got that Vanta black. You're wrong. You're wrong about this, actually. I think you're saying that it's only black and white on the moon. That's not true. You've entered my territory now, Tenderloin, because what does light do along with the shine? What else does it do? Reflects. It reflects. So if you got a crater, you got the light coming in, right? Casts a shadow, but then it bounces off the other side of the crater, reflects in, and then therefore you get a gradient. So there would be different tones of shadow on the moon, bro. If that's what you're saying. Yes. So I think I'm doing it right. Although moon dust is very low reflect. Don't bring your science in here. If you look at, I think I don't give a shit about that. Look, there's photos of like one of the astronauts on the moon. There's actually a famous photo for this reason, where he's standing in the shadow of the lunar lander, and he's bright, he's really well lit because of the reflection from the surface of the moon. Go Google it. So, like for example, it's probably hard to see. This tiny astronaut, like, he doesn't have a black shadow on his back because of all the light reflection. So maybe it's low reflectivity, but there's a lot of it, and it's very light in you know, it's very light in color, so there's a lot of reflections. I do win, but I appreciate. Thank you for holding me to scientific rigor. It is important. I would be quite beside myself if I discovered to have violated some sort of basic law of nature and physics, you know? In the process, it only works if everything else is great, is perfect. Is the whole joke, you know what I mean? You got to do everything right before you can violate the rules. And I do put some effort in to do that, but only enough until I feel like until I get bored, and then I move on. So I might have blind spots. Now, you want to get Vanta black so I can have a really black part of the painting? It would be weird. It would just look weird. That's an artist's nightmare. Because you just don't want things to look weird. Even if it's like accurate, like it's true to nature, it looks weird sometimes. Plus, like, everyone sees the art through their own, like, through a screen anyway. So would the Vanta black really, like, make an impact? I could just increase the contrast of my camera, and then everything would be as black as it could be in terms of the pixels that are being transmitted. You know what I'm saying? Sorry to rain on your parade. But I'm raining on it. You want it to be none more black? It's none black. I don't remember the quote. I have to rewatch that movie. It's been long enough. Because I think it's been long enough that I don't remember everything from that movie. You know? When there's a great movie and you watch it a million times, you gotta let it reset in your brain where you forget about it so you can watch it again. Are there different black paints you buy? Yeah, there are. I went on a rant about this. Remember what I said when I said it was talking about black paints? Yeah. There's a bunch of different black paints, and they piss me off because they all look the same. There's a super slight difference in terms of the color temperature, like the warmth of them. So I think it might make a difference when you blend it with other colors. Like you could find a subtle difference, but I don't fucking know. I think that this black I'm using is the most neutral, coolest black. Like, it's completely desaturated. I have another black that is different. We're using lamp black. Doesn't make any fucking sense because lamps are bright. And I got ivory black, which I think is probably like, I don't know. This says it's translucent, and maybe it's warmer. I don't know. It's all the same. I'm not a professional. I'm not Leonardo. Yep, you know what I'm talking about. So anyway, I did make a huge change in this painting. I realized right before I painted, while we're on the topic of things being wrong in my painting, I had the moon surface pretty much the same tone as the astronaut, just like bright whites, like as if it was white. So like an astronaut suit is white. But then I realized that for reference, I was looking at some photos that were overexposed. I guess I had it in my head that the moon surface was just white, but it's like kind of dark gray, I think. Well, it's really probably dark like fucking umber or something, but so I realized that like right before I started doing this, that I think. So anyway, so I intentionally I didn't have to eject this time. I intentionally made the moon like a few shades darker. than pure white. So I think the astronaut's going to stand out a little more, and it might be a little more accurate to the actual moon. It doesn't really matter. All that matters is that it looks like you imagine it should look. But hopefully I didn't screw it up. And I didn't test it either, so like I have no idea if it's going to look good because I didn't like do any preliminary tests. So it might look like shit, and then I'll be fucked, but we'll find out. Also, just to clarify, in case this was confusing, it makes it look not like snow. That makes sense. This is dust. So like this part of this is much lighter, you know, compared to this, because that's supposed to be dust there in front of the moon. That might be obvious, but I don't know. Maybe that's what you were looking at, thinking it shouldn't be so light. It's moon dust. Brain went to cloud. I mean, dust to cloud. Same diff. So I think we're good. We're pretty good here on the science. Had a great experience actually with the moon, the trampoline painting. Remember that one? It's not a square-shaped fluid. I posted my video on Reddit of the trampoline, which is the dumbest thing I've ever painted for sure. And we went over great. There's a whole scientific debate about the how trampolines would work on the moon and whether or not you could escape the moon's gravity. Was very happy about that. I think this day and age, people are just like something dumb is just refreshing. No one wants to be over intellectualized. Just give me some dumb shit. I mean, I know the answer is no, but like people are doing the math and stuff, which is fun. Like, obviously no. It doesn't matter. The painting works regardless, because it doesn't matter if it could happen or not. It's just funny to think that someone would be worried about it, you know? Just the thought of it is funny. Some guy said that the trampoline would need to have 2,000 times the power of a normal trampoline. Although it did get, I guess there was a bit of an argument between two different camps here on whether or not if you jump on a trampoline when you're on the moon, whether you'll go high or not, actually. Because like, some people are saying, well, because there's low gravity, your force as you jump onto the trampoline will be less because there's less gravity to pull you down and you weigh less. So therefore, that cancels out the fact that you would go higher because of the less gravity. That was one group of people. And the other group of people were like, no, actually, look, I did the calculations and you'll still go like 20 feet in the air or something. So, you know, I didn't do the math. I don't know which one was right. I'll probably have to ask NASA. Seemed like they did the math though, but you know, I don't know where they get their numbers from. That moon math. Tricky stuff. In an ideal trampoline, you could, but you will lose energy and friction. You could do what? Jump high? Right, there's less wind resistance, but I would think that would be negligible. The wind resistance for just like jumping 20 feet in the air on a trampoline. Like, what's the effect of that, really? The energy is stored in the springs, but once it bottoms out, that's the max energy you can get. Is there any chance you could get super space springs, you know? Or like some other sort of trampoline material? That would be better at utilizing the energy, you know, just for the moon. Like, is there a theoretical material? Stiff springs, but then you would need more force to weigh you down in order to get all the potential energy out of the springs, right? So like you'd have to pull yourself down maybe in order for that to work. So there is probably a maximum amount of force that you can get out of the springs that are also self-loaded by your own weight and or momentum. It's my guess. I'm not a scientist or anything, but you know. Potential energy in a spring is just spring constant x distance. Spring constant. There's a spring constant. Stiffer springs are just bigger spring constant. I got some pretty stiff springs, I've been told. So you do the math on how big my constant is. It's big. I feel like there's parts of that equation missing. Gotta multiply that by your spring coefficient. I was right about your equation. Embarrassing. I did like math 1. Now 1/2 spring constant times distance squared. That sounds right, because I know it's more complicated than I can imagine, like I can envision, so I'm like, that's probably it. You told me the force, but not the compressed energy. See, look at all this fun spring science. It is fun. I am excited about that. Because that painting was just a complete throwaway, like, practice piece. So that means I can do more of that shit. I'm gonna become an ambassador for science through stupidity. Before you know it, I'll have Bill Nye on the stream. That'll be great. You're welcome anytime, Bill Nye. You know what else behaves like a spring? Literally every solid material. But it's probably real hard, but not good. Like, what about a piece of metal that isn't coiled? Probably makes a pretty shitty spring. Just a super high spring constant, like infinity spring constant. Not a lot of physics in my next painting. It's the one with the golden retriever, remember? But maybe I should think of a accompanying piece with some physics element just for Reddit. I said the next one is the one with the dog, the golden retriever. But it's not, there's no sciencey things about it. But maybe I should think of some sciencey thing with that same subject matter. What is something interesting about the physics of a UFO? You know? Hypothetically. Like when you get sucked up there, put him down. Like, do you mean put him down? Put him down? Like he's had a good run. I will get no upvotes for that. I don't really get the pun. Like, because he's flying in a UFO. I was just watching, I was actually just watching some of the recent uploads on YouTube from the pig tour, actually. Right before stream, just out of curiosity. I was like, what's going on with those guys? I haven't been seeing his posts though on social media. Well, I'm sure there are guitars in, you know, as good as it could be. Must be weird to be touring right now, America. What a weird time to be in America. They're gonna be in America touring during the election. It's gonna be weird. Bunch of Europeans dealing with our shit.
Wish that I could stay in this moment forever, so I can hold you in my arms.
Someone singing. Is that singing I hear?
Carry you on my
Rude.
shoulders as long as I'm able. Scare the monsters under your bed. Deep and abiding.
This song sounds too wholesome.
Is all I need.
I turned off the singing. What happened?
Heart gives in. I will do everything I can for you. You will grow up in the blink of an eye and move out and beyond your
You don't like it? Well, you're stuck with it because I don't feel like changing it.
what comes your way, I will stay right here beside you to catch you if you fall.
It's too many button clicks.
Liking for you is all I need.
It's gonna become your favorite soon.
My heart gives in. I will do everything I can for you. Deep and abiding.
Yeah, it's really insufferable, huh?
For you is all I need. Until my heart gives in, I will do everything I can for you.
Sounds over-ish. Is it over? I miss it already. How's your diet going? Day 2? Day 3. Over the hump. Still going, huh? Well, are you changed, man? How many days do you have to do a habit before it becomes a habit? I forget. Is it like 20 or something? Also, there's probably like this fine line between pacing yourself, you know, not going too crazy, but going hard enough for it to like be like psychologically doable. You don't want to go too hard to burn yourself out, but if you go too soft, then you don't do it, right? You feel the same? That's great then, right? It's not worse. Is it how is it hard? Is it hard? You know? Is it supposed to be hard? I mean, I don't know. I would just assume like you have to like change your entire diet and eat all different shit that you're not comfortable eating, right? Isn't that the point? Sometimes I think, man, I've been eating way too many raisins lately. I gotta cut down on raisins, but I'm like, I don't want to though, because they're so good, raisins. And then I have to struggle with myself. So I imagine it's kind of like that, right? Like, man, only a raisin would hit the spot right now. I guess, is it like, because like gluten-free is such a thing, can you just get like a gluten-free version of like every fucking normal food nowadays? Raisins are really underappreciated. Thank you. Thought I was the only one on Team Raisin. I eat the shit out of raisins, actually. I was underselling my raisin addiction. Give me some raisin bread, maybe a cinnamon raisin bagel. A lot of them have an option. So what's the hardest, going to be the hardest thing to not eat? Frosting? You can get gluten-free frosting? Okay, now I don't... Doesn't seem like such a big deal anymore now that I know all that stuff. You'll be fine. Kind of looking forward to Halloween this year because I just want candy, you know? Excited to buy too much candy. Oh, it's just for the kids. Oh, yeah. All the kids that come trick-or-treating. Love to see them smile when you give them all the candy that's for them. Oh, it only comes in a mega super family pack? Rats. Well, I guess I'll eat all these 400 Kit Kats. Well, I gotta eat them now that I bought them. Trick-or-treating's much better when you're older. You don't have to do all the work of going around to houses and shit, dressing up. Screw that. Let me just buy me a box. Just buy a big bag of candy right on the couch. Lock your front door. Turn the front porch light off. I'm busy, kids. I mean, all your candy. Candy's bad for you. Look at all the dust. It's very dusty. You know, I just realized. Look at that. I realized that because the dust is on top of the background, the stars should be mostly covering them, right? So all the stars should be not so bright. Because there's lots of dust on top of them. It's my theory. I feel like that makes sense, right? Feels like it does. Alright, kids. Let's conclude today's shit. We didn't do a lot today because we spent all our time on the fucking foot. But it's okay now. I fixed it, kind of. I'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully the foot Hopefully the foot is the hardest part. It gets easier after the 1 foot. I think so. I'll be back. Tomorrow is Friday. I know, but I didn't stream Tuesday, I think. So I'm a day, I have to make up a day. Yeah. Also, I gotta finish this. And so that's also my motivation. Is to get shit done. So we'll do it. So I can move on to my dog, you know? Alright. Keep it real, you know? Keep it tight, but not too tight, as they say. They don't say that. I say that. For you guys.